welcome back to the Disc Viking YouTube channel. I'm going to share with you a little something. I got a couple of boxes in the mail, and I wanted to share it with you and share with you, after I learn how to speak, one of the mistakes that I've made. And I want to help you not make the same mistake if you're just starting out. So here we go. I'm going to show you a couple of things here real quick. All right, so when I first started out, I've got this MVP putter that my son gave me, and he also gave me an Aviar. MVP is pretty straight flying. It's fairly stable to understable. The Aviar, a little more overstable. It definitely has a left-hand hook at the end of its flight. So I got really used to using that Aviar, and I thought, well, I'm going to get a newer one, and I found this one. Well, my blue one was the favorite one that got caught up in the tree, and you remember that from a couple of episodes ago. I guess you call them episodes. So I went and bought a new one. Well, the problem is that this one is much lighter than my favorite one, and it seems that I prefer a little bit heavier disc and a little bit heavier putter. Well, I got tired of having quite so much left turn if I was outside the ring, so I got this guy right here, the Deputy. I got this in the soft. I liked the way it felt. I liked the way that it kind of gripped to my hand, and just love the way that it flies. Well, it has turned into more of a approach disc for me. It's just real straight flying. It's a great disc. So, moved on from there, and I'm using all four of these discs to practice. And when you're throwing four different discs with four different flight characteristics, and 2 or 3 different weights, guess what? You're not accomplishing anything other than frustrating yourself. When I got this Aviar, it's too light for me. I don't like the feel of it. It's not that it's a bad disc. My favorite one that got lost in the tree, favorite putter ever. So it's not that it's the Aviar, it's that it's just too light. And I end up hitting that stupid band 90% of the time. And I realize a lot of that has to do with late release, but when you're used to throwing a certain weight, that weight difference is going to make a little bit of a difference. So all it did was start frustrating me because I wanted to practice. Well, I quit using my 2 Aviars and started just using my Deputy and this MVP. MVP flies a lot like the Deputy, so I was having a lot more success. It has gotten to the point where I hate going up and grabbing 2 discs out of a basket every time I throw, or off the ground, as the case may be sometimes. So I ended up getting a bunch. I was able to get 5 packs of Judges. And that's these guys right here. They're slightly overstable. They are a 2-speed, 4 glide, so they glide really well. No turn with a 1 fade. And it's very dependable. I took it out in the backyard, was throwing it around for a little bit. I got the prime plastic yesterday and just threw it around for a little bit, and I found that all 5 of those discs flew exactly the same out of my hand every time. I could whack a bucket 15 times and have it hit in the exact same time. Well, while it is grippy, I like a little bit more grippy discs, so I went ahead and got this Judge in the blend. I didn't want to necessarily go with another soft, so I got the blend. I like the way it feels in my hand. It's just fantastic. So my advice is, and where I made my mistake is I was using several different discs with several different flight characteristics at 3 different weights, and it just wasn't good practice. So I ended up getting the Judge. Very happy with the way it flies. We're going to start beating these guys in. Like I said, the 2 different plastics, one thing that I have found in just throwing around the blend is it flies just like the Prime. If I put this amount of spin on it, this is exactly what it's going to do. If I'm throwing from this far, this is where it's going to break. The flight characteristics, even though it's 2 different plastics, are identical. So I'm really enjoying both of them, but now to make up for my mistake, I'm going to be throwing discs that fly the same and weigh the same every time. What a brilliant idea. So, there you have it. Don't make my mistake. Go out. If you're going to get a bunch of discs to putt with, one, use the same disc you're going to use on the course, because practicing with a judge and then throwing an Aviar on the course, it's not going to fly the same, and you're going to end up getting frustrated and angry. So, buy a number of discs, definitely, but make sure you buy the same disc that you're going to throw all the time. That way, you're getting good practice, not just throwing. Anyway, this is Disc Viking. I'll be back. I'm going to head out and get a little putting practice in. I'm going to get a little throwing practice in. I wish I could have got yesterday's on tape. 350 to 360 average, and actually had a 412-foot throw measured by U-Disc. Thank you very much. Longest throw I've made so far. We're just going to keep getting better, keep getting stronger, and hopefully keep getting lighter. And I am getting lighter. So, everybody have a good one, and we'll see you in a little bit.